Welcome to Fourth Adam's Settlement Talks.
Or in the providence of restoration, it involves restoring mind-body unity, unity among family members, and then unity within the tribe, society, nation, and so forth.
And the centering on the family is an absolute sex culture where you're raising children actually to be children of God, where your greatest gift to the world is your children, and then they can get married and expand. Probably the biggest part of why there's so many problems in the movement is because it doesn't start at the home.
They do go to blessed children's workshops and they do go to blessing preparation workshops, but they don't get into the depth of this. How can we learn this?
In a sense, father's not welcome in the home, even if you go to one of the churches, either online or face-to-face. It's a religious spirit, not the change of culture which father's asking us to do in our home, centered on great sex. Centered on just children in that realm of thinking.
For years it's been this way. If you don't own it, the system has not been a system that's concerned about your identity, really. Like getting you to actually fulfill what the principle is asking you to fulfill as a true human. And what's in its place in terms of the conversation and what they push. They more spend time pushing your duties to the organization called the church, right? So functionally speaking, you're dealt with as, you could say, a cog in the machine of the church. But
Like a minion?
sure, yeah, I mean, they're not rough on the outside. Sometimes they are, but, when did this new topic, I think this is the problem, because before 1992, our identities were actually stuck. They were actually stuck. They were stuck in what's called the Restoration era, where there is no true parents. Technically, legally, there's no true parents. The father said, without the presence of parents, it's impossible to claim that you're a child. Learn the attributes of the child. Learn how to wear being a child. All of that is cut off to you. So you know how much time people spent in the movement not practicing those things? So 1992 meant that we could start being that and practicing the way of, right?
Yeah, and Father talks about it in three veins. He talks about children resemble their parents. So father's mannerisms, you have to inherit that. And then lineage, that's the importance of the blessing. And then the traditions of the parents. Ultimately, of all traditions, it's the sexual traditions, which was what Adam and Eve didn't honor. And so to reverse that and to really honor the sexual traditions, it's a life-giving dwelling space. It's a settlement where we actually have the greatest value already within us. Not because of us, but because we're the children, great-grandchildren, and a grandchild to the true parents.
Actually, Father has said that everything is centered on families. When you look at the structure of your church, your local church, I almost 100% guarantee you're not looking, and you will confess when you stop to think about it, you're not looking at a system centered on families. You're looking at a system centered on, programs from on high.